Welcome to Future of This Academy. Today we are going to see the daily current affairs of 18th September. So today we are going to discuss the topics of rain harvesting work reveals megalithic burial site, so which comes under prelims perspective. Next, what is telescope? How good or modern telescope? Which comes under GS3 science and technology. Next, no progress in resolution of gem shock and depth sand friction points of 2 years. So, which we have to know under prelims perspective. Next, Rafa new genomes restore the real history of an old troubled people. So, which comes under prelims perspective. Next, power of asymmetry between China and Russia, which comes under GS2 international relations. Next, we'll be seeing the editorial analysis. So, first topic is about rain harvesting work reveals megalithic burial site. So, why it is in news? A rainwater harvesting project by the Koduvayur Grama Panchayat in Kerala led to the discovery of numerous megalithic urn burials on Kundalcut Hill. This find, unusual for hilltops, may provide significant insights into the megalithic and Iron Age periods in Kerala. Archaeologist Dr. K. Rajan highlights the need for further excavation to understand and date these burials accurately. So, with this, we have to know about what are megaliths. So, a megalith is a large stone structure or monument from prehistoric times, often used in burials or ceremonial sites. Everything you need to know about that is these monuments found mainly in the Deccan Plateau, the northeastern regions, and parts of South Asia include dolmens, crane circles, and menhirs. Dolmens. So dolmens are burial chambers made up of upright stones covered by a large capstone. Next, cairn. So these current circles are stone formations used as grave makers, while menhirs are a tall upright stones often placed in rows. Megalithic sites such as those in Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, and Kerala offer insights into ancient burial practices, social hierarchies, and ceremonial activities. They are crucial for understanding India's early cultures and their advancements in stone technology and communal rituals. So that's all from this topic. Our next topic is about what is telescope, how good or modern telescope. So we have to know why it is in news. The article explains the types of telescopes including refracting and reflecting models and their features such as aperture and apparent magnitude, as well as the advantages of mounting telescopes on mountains or in space. It highlights recent advancements like the extremely large telescope and the James Webb telescope. So we have to know what is telescope first. A telescope is a tool used to observe distant objects by collecting light. It reveals celestial wonders by magnifying images and focusing on faint light rays. Next, the aperture. The aperture refers to the opening that collects light. A larger aperture allows more light to be gathered, creating clearer and more detailed images. Next, lenses versus reflectors. Refracting telescopes uses lens to bend light, focusing it at a specific point. Reflecting telescopes use mirrors to gather and focus light, offering better clarity and reduced distortion compared to refractors. Next, the features of telescope. Brightness and visibility of celestial objects depend on apparent magnitude, which scales inversely with the brightness, that is, lower numbers are brighter. For example, Sirius is the brightest star with a magnitude of minus 1.46. Next, why are the telescopes set up on mountains? Mountain observatories provide clearer sights due to reduced atmospheric distortion. Space telescopes above the atmosphere deliver even clearer views. Next, the advanced telescopes. The extremely large telescope, that is ELT, located in Chile, is one of the most advanced telescopes with a 39-meter aperture of high resolution images. The James Webb Space Telescope uses segmented mirrors to focus light more efficiently, crucial for infrared observation. Next, their evolution in telescope technology. Modern telescopes use adaptive optics to correct atmospheric turbulence. The Hubble Space Telescope captures images with a resolution of 0.04 arc seconds, aiding in deep space China border dispute indicates the while significant disengagement has occurred at most friction points, Demchok and Dipsang remain unresolved. The issue gains prominence as leaders prepare for the upcoming BRICS summit, reflecting ongoing border tension. Next thing is External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar reported that India and China have completed 75% of disengagement along the line of actual control in eastern Ladakh. China has acknowledged disengagement from four border areas, but two friction points, Demchong and Depsang, remain unresolved. Everything you need to know about is there has been no progress on these 2 points in past 2 years. The situation is described as generally stable by Chinese Foreign Ministry spokesperson Manning. Issues over Demchong and Depsang region are the Denchong and Dipsang region in Ladakh have been contentious areas between India and China. The Denchok tensions arose due to Chinese incursions and the construction of infrastructure near the line of actual control, which India views as provocative. In Depsang, China activities including patrols and road construction within what India considers its territory have led to standoffs. Both areas highlight ongoing disputes over the LAC and different perceptions of territorial boundaries. That's all from this topic. The next topic is about Rapa New Genomes Restore the Real History of Old Troubled People. So, why it is in news? These genomes reveal the genetic history and population dynamics of Eastern Island inhabitants. They help correct myths about ecological collapse, show real historical population changes, and provide insights into ancestry and external impacts on the island's history. Next, what are the Rapa Nui? It is also known as the people of Easter Island or Polynesians native to this the remote island in the southeastern Pacific Ocean. Famous for their monumental stone statues called Maui, they developed a complex society and culture. Their history includes periods of significant population growth and dramatic decline influenced by both internal factors and external impacts from European contact. Now, how they help restore real history, uncover population history, that is, genomic data can reveal past population sizes and changes. For instance, recent study shows that this population was larger and more stable before European contact than previously thought. Reveal ancestry and mixing. So, genomic studies reveal how these people are related to other populations, including Native Americans and Europeans, providing a clear picture of historical interactions and migration. So, recent research on these people changes the idea that resource overexploitation caused their population collapse. The study reveals that this population grew until European contact, which introduced two major catastrophes: the abduction of a third of the population by Chilean slave traders and the devastating smallpox outbreak. The findings suggest that these people were managing their resources sustainably, that external factors rather than internal mismanagement led to this decline. So, our next topic is about power asymmetry between China and Russia. The deepening Sino-Russia relationship, exacerbated by Russia's growing economic reliance on China, has raised concerns about Moscow's ability to maintain strategic autonomy. This power asymmetry poses challenges for India, as Russian alignment with China could hinder its reliability as a security partner for New Delhi amidst geopolitical tensions. Now, what are the power asymmetry between Russia and China? China dominates bilateral trade with Russian exports, making up 30.4% of Russia's total exports, but only 3% of China. Russia's exports to China are largely energy dependent, 70%, whereas China exports to Russia are more diversified. Russia's economy is heavily reliant on energy revenues, which make up 30 to 50% of federal budget. Russia relies on China for critical high priority goods, including dual usage products essential for arms manufacturing. China has replaced the EU as Russia's top trade partner, absorbing losses from Western transactions. Russia's dependence on China has grown since 2021, making Moscow increasingly vulnerable to Beijing's influence. Now, what it means India. Russia's growing dependence on China limits its strategic autonomy, impacting its ability to balance relationship with India. India-Russia trade is minimal compared to the expanding China-Russia trade, diminishing Moscow's leverage to priorities New Delhi. As the Sino-Russia relationship deepens, Russia's geopolitical goals align more closely with China than with India. This power asymmetry raises concern about Russia's capability to resist Chinese pressure in the event of conflicting interests between India and China. So our next topic is about editorial analysis. We'll having the topic as demographic advantage, India's economic sweet spot. So, what is the context here? India is experiencing a rapid economic growth driven by its demographic advantage. However, India faces challenges like low labor force participation, outdated labor laws, and shortage of skilled workers. Addressing these issues through reforms, improved skilling, and promoting labor intensive sectors is crucial to fully harnessing the demographic dividend and ensuring sustainable growth in the field of AI/ML advancements. Here, India's economic emergence and labor force dynamics. We have to know about that. India is currently the world's fastest growing large economy and ranked as the fifth largest. The nation demographic advantage plays a key role in this rise with a median age of around 28 years and 63% of the population being of work age. However, Indian labor force participation rate was 55.2% in 2022, according to the International Labour Organization. The growth led by the service sector rather than manufacturing has resulted in lower labor intensity. While India is not experiencing jobless growth, more efforts are needed to harness its demographic dividend. Next, the need for reforms to sustain growth. To maintain or accelerate India's growth trajectory, it is crucial to continue with reforms that create new opportunities. Despite the center's efforts to enhance ease of doing business, many of the necessary reforms, particularly in the context of production, must come from the states. Both the center and states needed to collaborate to ensure that reforms are broadened and deepened. Next, the capital-led growth, labor and intensive sectors. Technologically, advancement have led to decrease in the capital to output ratio while increasing the capital to labor ratio. Economist Aravind highlighted the need for labor-led economic growth as India has an abundant labor supply. Micro, small, medium enterprises, the backbone of employment, are reluctant to grow in size due to the burden of outdated labor laws. Delays in implementing the new labor code send negative signals to investors and states with evolved manufacturing ecosystem should take the lead in breaking down the logjam. Next, focus on high growth and labor intensive sectors. The center focus on the manufacturing is partly driven by the need to shift workers from agriculture, which employs 45% of the workforce but contributes only 18% of GDP. In addition to improving agricultural productivity, attention should also be paid to unorganized and non-agricultural sectors, which employ 19% of the workforce but suffer from the low productivity. High growth potential sectors such as toys, apparel, tourism, and logistics, which are labor intensive, must be prioritized. As skills improve, there will be opportunities for workers to move up the value chain and secure better paying jobs. Next, the importance of skilling the workforce. Skilling is the vital for making future generations productive members of society. Only 4.4% of the workforce in the 15 to 29 age groups is formally skilled a major concern. The labor surplus and skills shortage should be addressed through public-private partnerships where industries play a role in developing curriculum and offering on-the-job training. Skilling must be lifelong process and flexibility in institutional mechanism is essential to ensure continuous learning. And the impact of artificial intelligence and machine learning. So repetitive low-skill jobs are at risk due to the rise of artificial intelligence and machine learning, but human intervention will always be needed. The ALR machine learning market is expected to grow significantly, reaching a certain billion globally by 2030. India has the second largest talent pool in AL and ML, but there 1 percentage gap between supply demand, a gap that is expected to widen. India should seize this opportunity to remain competitive in global market. Gainfully employing India's large young population is challenging but more advantageous than dealing with an aging population. A holistic approach is required to create a skilled talent pool, allowing India to harness its demographic divide and contribute to the global economy. So that's all from today's topic. To read this document, you can visit our website. Our website link has been provided in the